Ladies and gentlemen, the Marble Institute of America has the pleasure and honor to present the winners of the 2013 Pinnacle Awards. A vigorous competition which drew a splendid collection of entries of stone projects from around the world. Open to MIA member companies, the entries were judged on the traditional basis of demonstrating exceptional beauty, ingenuity, and craftsmanship. Once again, the competition, which is considered one of the most important in the stone industry, includes the Grand Pinnacle Award for the Best Overall Project. This is the 14th year for the Pinnacle Awards, and it continues to grow in stature every year. In September 2013, 5 judges met in Portland, Oregon, and spent an entire day reviewing the entries and deciding on the award winners. After hours of poring over the entries and selecting winners of merit and excellence in commercial interior and exterior, residential interior exterior, and renovation restoration, the judges turned to the toughest task, picking the overall best project to win the Grand Pinnacle Award. Before we get started with presenting the awards, we would like to thank the Pinnacle Award sponsors for their generous support this year. Custom Building Products and Aquamix for the Pinnacle Awards in the commercial category. Blanco for the Pinnacle Awards in the residential category. And Cold Spring for the Pinnacle Awards in the renovation restoration category. The prestigious Grand Pinnacle Award is sponsored by Marmamac, the world's premier stone show. Unless you are a witness to the judging process, you have no idea how engaged the judges become in the process of reviewing the entries. There are no rubber stamps here. Almost every decision is preceded by robust discussion. A 5-person panel judged the entries. They included architect Steve Poland from Ankrum Moisum Architects in Portland, Oregon, architect Kent Duffy of SRG Partnership in Portland, Oregon, architect Christian Pongratz of Pongratz Perbolini Architects in Verona, Italy, Michael Twiss of Columbia Stone in Tualatin, Oregon, immediate past president of MIA, and Chuck Muehlbauer, MIA Technical Director. During the judging, the panelists were interviewed about the scope and quality of the entries.
The biggest part of the range, I think, was in the sort of scope of use of stone. You could say that wherever they used stone, they did a very good job of it.
I would say the qualities of the entries were very good. I am sure there's other people that have work that would be of similar quality and should enter into this work, but the workmanship was great, the designs were great, the use of different materials was fantastic.
Well, actually we had quite a bit of give and take. There were moments when we argued up and down on different projects. It was actually a terrifically collaborative process that people really were very free with their opinions and very sincere and went back and forth in terms of the final decisions.
MIA Technical Director Chuck Muehlbauer, who has been a judge in the past, said the hardest part of being a judge is to take out the bias of scale and budget.
One should not be given an award because they had a client with a lot of money to spend. You need to take that bias out of your opinion. You need to give credence to what they did with what was available.
Christian Pongratz, who also teaches architecture at Texas Tech University, is a permanent Pinnacle Awards judge. He says the toughest part of the judging is trying to understand the particular characteristic of the project.
Where does the innovation come in? How do we differentiate one project that uses maybe Carrara stone, like we saw maybe in other projects, but where is a twist? Is a design with a fabrication well integrated? So you have to really look into all the aspects.
Pongratz said he was surprised by how many entries mentioned the use of recycling waste material.
We have companies that think about cradle to cradle. So we have a general, I think, tendency that the question of sustainability in using stone, reusing stone in projects is becoming very important.
In all, the judges selected 16 entries for awards, 7 awards for excellence, and 9 merit awards, and 1 Grand Pinnacle. Let's first look at the awards of merit. 3 merit awards were presented for commercial interior, and 4 in the exterior category. Associated Imports Incorporated of Atlanta, Georgia is presented a Merit Award in Commercial Interior for the Music City Center in Nashville for which it was the stone fabricator and installer. By collaborating early on the interior veneer with TVS Design, they were able to size the limestone panels at 15 inches tall, which maximized the block usage and minimized the waste, which in turn provided the best overall value for the project. On the well-designed limestone wall of Jurastone, the judges said the energetic forms and textures bring vitality to the space, and that the penetrations add interest to an already imaginative work. Kenneth Castellucci and Associates Incorporated of Lincoln, Rhode Island, won an Award of Merit for the expansion of the Liberty Mutual Insurance Company world headquarters in Boston. The new 22-story office building lobby is an elegant 2-story space connected by a grand stair of stone and glass. The lobby walls are comprised of a series of articulated travertine panels, accented by floor-to-ceiling light coves that highlight the articulation. Dark cherry wood panels complement the 10,000 square feet of Roman travertine. The judges said the simple design and warm appeal is a nice use of stone and the incredible blending of the travertine. Extreme attention was used in the stone selection. The Renaissance Shanghai Putuo Hotel in Shanghai, People's Republic of China, won an Award of Merit for Creative Edge Master Shop Incorporated of Fairfield, Iowa, for floor design and fabrication. The contemporary interior is themed around wind patterns. The floor pattern was developed to follow the curvatures of the ceiling patterns and the flow of traffic from entry to reception desk to guest rooms and through the bar and seating areas. Very modern and interesting, and artful weaving of a rich palette of stone were comments from the judges. In the commercial exterior category, the first Award of Merit goes to a trio of MIA members: Best View International of Wooddale, Illinois, Kepco Plus of Salt Lake City, Utah, and Cold Spring of Cold Spring, Minnesota, for the City Creek Center in Salt Lake City. The project is called the perfect balance of modern innovation and natural beauty. A LEED Gold certified project, City Creek is part of a revitalization plan to reestablish the city's downtown as a vibrant and cultural center. One of the center's most impressive features is the amazingly accurate replica of City Creek, the project's namesake. The realistic man-made creek flows through 2 city blocks and includes 3 waterfalls. It also features 7 natural stone fountains, with 3 offering interactive experiences. One judge called it a brilliant design, bringing a lot of stone elements together, coupled with flawless workmanship. Polycor Incorporated of Quebec, Canada receives an Award of Merit for Place d'Armes in Montreal, Canada, for the reconstruction project that completely refurbished one of the most visited plazas in Montreal and lowered it to street level. The same running bond pattern was used for the plaza, crosswalks, and streets, requiring many different thicknesses, all with a 5mm bevel on top and bottom to avoid lippage. The mix of colors was not random, but an established pattern in which every single piece was numbered and crated in sequence. The judges said it was an interesting yet simple method of making a large flat landscape exciting. It is an excellent example of public space design. An Award of Merit in the Residential Interior-Exterior category goes to Stones and Roses International of Thailand for the Sukhothai Residence Unit K Chumpol in Bangkok, Thailand. The design of the living room and dining room aims to theatrically create an atmosphere conducive to spirituality, serenity, and refinement. The main stone material, a honed black basalt, contributes to creating mystery and serenity. The plain black color of the stone reacts to the lighting, featuring shades of medium grays to deep black. The judges were impressed with how the Thai residence succeeds in conveying a coherent design concept and how the stone takes on a drapery-rich quality in form and color. And finally, a special Pinnacle Award of Merit for craftsmanship in the Residential Interior-Exterior category was awarded to Sten Centrum of Mölndal, Sweden, for a bathroom in a residence in Stockholm. In the project, there was one goal: the use of white statuario marble, very characteristic with big tiles and book-matched. The search for the right stone was very intense and finally yielded this award-winning project. The judges were impressed. One judge called it a well-crafted interior with incredible book matching. We've seen book matching before, but usually not so well done as this. Now for the Awards of Excellence. In the Commercial Exterior category, an Award of Excellence goes to North Carolina Granite in Mount Airy, North Carolina, for the Franklin D. Roosevelt Four Freedoms Park on Welfare Island, East River, New York City. In 1973, Welfare Island, a 2-mile-long strip of land in the center of the East River of New York City, was renamed for President Franklin D. Roosevelt and was dedicated as a memorial for him and designed by the preeminent architect Louis Kahn. Designed in the last years of his life, the project is also a final creative statement of the fabulous architecture of Louis Kahn. Though designed in the 1970s, the project evokes the eternal, a fitting memorial to the Roosevelt legacy and his four freedoms: speech, worship, want, and fear. All the granite that makes up the Four Freedoms Park was quarried at North Carolina Granite in Mount Airy, which is the world's largest open-faced quarry. 7,700 tons of granite was quarried and fabricated for the park, making it the heaviest stone-setting job ever in New York City. The judges called it a powerful tribute to one of America's greats and a remarkable contemplative retreat close to the heart of New York City that reminds of the impact of both the Roosevelt and Kahn epic. A timeless treasure for all of us to hold dear, an extraordinary demonstration of skill and care in the act of making. Cold Spring of Cold Spring, Minnesota wins an Award of Excellence in the same category. With offices in more than a dozen buildings in Silicon Valley, Intuit wanted to unify its buildings and people. Landscape architecture with granite as a key design element became the means to achieve the intended outcome. Mesabi black granite was used to construct the water features, a rain garden, a pool bottom base, and sculptural benches for seating. The new design enables creative interaction among employees, inspiring innovation and collaboration. A 100-foot waterfall creates a spectacular arrival experience at the corporate headquarters. One judge called it a sublime and serene introduction of captivating form and detail. The stone flows in total harmony with the water. Cold Spring was a double winner in the Commercial Exterior category, grabbing an Award of Excellence for the Ralph L. Carr Colorado Justice Center in Denver. The center encompasses courthouses for the Colorado Court of Appeals and Supreme Court, as well as a 12-story support building for functions associated with the courts. Cold Spring's Iridian granite was selected for the Justice Center's exterior. Designed with a 100-year-plus lifespan, the center speaks to the future in terms of courthouse design and technology, with the flexibility to accommodate future needs. The judges said the center was a great example for integrating superb craftsmanship in solid stone cutting with dimensional stone. It is a classicist-inspired architectural design, where stone plays a dominant role as a massive material in order to reinforce the eminent theme of power. 2 awards of excellence were awarded in the Residential Interior-Exterior category. Valders Stone and Marble Incorporated of Valders, Wisconsin, won 1 for a residence on Long Island, New York. What initially presents itself as a classic modern box unfolds to become an unexpectedly open sculptural figure. Valders Dolomitic limestone was used in several facets of this stunning modern design. Applications of the material included blind-anchored exterior facade panels, lightweight honeycomb panels, interior and exterior paving, site walls, and much more. The judges said that the stone used in the project remained subtle despite its dominance and called the design clean and tasteful. The Ardmore residence in Singapore resulted in an Award of Excellence for M&G Contracts of Singapore, who was the stone supplier, fabricator, and installer. Like an artful masterpiece, Ardmore residences exhilarate, engage, and inspire. Rising boldly above Singapore's premier residential address, Ardmore Park, the 36-story residential tower redefines luxury living. The apartment spaces conjure up the harmony of a light-filled urban cocoon, rising above the energy of the city. At more than 2,000 square feet each, all of the 56 luxurious units have been fitted with premium stone finishes, carefully selected and processed to achieve the optimal aesthetic effect. Judges were impressed with the sleek, clean combination of stones. One judge called it highly refined contemporary design with great warmth and refined detailing. Finally, 2 renovation restoration projects capture awards of excellence. Rugo Stone of Lorton, Virginia captured one of the awards for the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in Wichita, Kansas, originally built in 1910. The project called for dismantling the rear altar and relocating it 25 feet forward in the sanctuary, shortening the height by 5 feet and creating a freestanding element with a walk-through arched opening. The freestanding design required Rugo and its engineer to design 2 solid-filled unit masonry piers to support the marble column element. Rugo's highly skilled craftsmen measured and cataloged the hundreds of intricate hand-carved pieces, created shop drawings, and were able to complete the new arrangement of the altar together with a tabernacle, new black granite paving, baptismal font, and new front altar. The judges acknowledged that only an exceptionally skilled team could pull off this project and called it a challenging project. The final award of excellence is awarded to Miller Drug Specialty Contracting Incorporated of New York, New York, for the renovation restoration of 632 Broadway in New York City, which was designed around 1900. The upgrade called for white marble walls and a terrazzo floor. During demolition, mechanics discovered the original elaborate elevator cage buried behind walls and uncovered fragments of the original ceramic mosaic. Knowing the importance of these finds, Miller Drug pursued the concept of restoring the lobby to the full grandeur of the original design. The design team worked diligently to develop stone details mimicking the elaborate details of the original stone. One of the judges said the many stone species in this project made this one of the ultimate challenges in this category. He said it was the equivalent of building a Swiss watch with rocks. And now, for the highlight of the annual Pinnacle Awards competition, the Grand Pinnacle Award, presented to the best overall project among the Award of Excellence winners. The award is sponsored by Marmamac, the world's premier stone show held each fall in Verona, Italy. The Grand Pinnacle Award truly represents a singular achievement in design, stone selection, and craftsmanship. The 2013 Grand Pinnacle Award goes to the Franklin D. Roosevelt Four Freedoms Park on Welfare Island, New York, and MIA member North Carolina Granite of Mount Airy, North Carolina. It was designed by preeminent architect Louis I. Kahn and captured an Award of Excellence in the Commercial Exterior category. In praising the project, Permanent Pinnacle Award judge Christian Pongratz said, "The project and its implementation of natural stone is really breaking new ground with how stone underlines the abstract design concept for the island, from using it for pavement, retaining walls, and spatial division." Congratulations to North Carolina Granite and all of the 2013 Excellence and Merit winners. And remember, when the call of entries goes out this spring, it is impossible to win one of the coveted awards if you don't enter. So, enter. A special thanks to all our award sponsors, Custom Building Products and Aquamix for the Pinnacle Awards in the commercial category, Blanco for the Pinnacle Awards in the residential category, and Cold Spring for the Pinnacle Awards in the renovation restoration category. The prestigious Grand Pinnacle Award is sponsored by Marmamac, the world's premier stone show.